Hey buddy, Eric here. I wanted to bring you out on my hike with me today to introduce the concept of our next lesson. I call this one practicing until it's bulletproof. Now, a good hike, one that really, kind of fills your soul and makes you happy, is one that's a journey. One that isn't flat the whole way, one that has its ups and downs. But when you get to the end of a hike like that, when you finally reach the end of that loop or that trail, and you either see the waterfall you were hiking towards, or you see the beautiful view that you had been climbing that hill or that bluff to get to, the feeling of joy that can bring is absolutely amazing. Now, practicing guitar until it's bulletproof is kind of like that. It's not going to be easy each and every step of the way. You're going to have times where your fingers hurt. You're going to have times where you feel frustrated. You're going to have times where you don't feel like practicing. But the more that you can practice until what we talk about is bulletproof, and I'll talk more about what that means in a second, the more that you can practice until what we talk about is bulletproof, the more fun you'll have on the guitar, the more joy playing music will bring you. Now let's talk about what practicing until it's bulletproof really means. Now, the thing that you're going to want to do when you're playing guitar, I got a biker passing me here. The thing that you're going to want to do while you're playing guitar is practice each of these lessons until you don't have to think about them at all. Now, I know when I was learning to play guitar, and I bet it's the same for you, as I was learning to put my fingers on that fretboard, as I was learning to hold the guitar, I had to think. I had to go, okay, for an E major chord, my first finger goes on the first fret on the G string, my second finger goes on the second fret of the A string, and my third finger, it goes right beneath it on the D string. And that's a great place to start. But we want to get past that. We want to practice that so many times that you can take your hands off the neck, put them right back on, and not even have to think about it. When you can do that, that is bulletproof. When you can do that, it goes from being challenging to start being something that you could just deeply enjoy. All right, I'm gonna keep going on my hike, and I'm gonna teleport back to my house so I can show you what it means to practice that E chord until you're bulletproof. All right, talk to you soon.
Hey again, big dog. Now that we talked about the concept of practicing something until it's bulletproof, let's see what that looks like. And let's see how we can apply that to the E major chord that we learned in our first lesson. Now again, as I talked about in the first part of this video, practicing something until it's bulletproof is so that you can have your guitar with you, you can feel the weight of it, the strap, the neck, and instead of having to look and go, okay, well, first finger here on the G string, all right, second finger on the A string, third finger on the D string. Okay, I got it. Instead of, which is great, which is awesome, which is where we all start. But instead of starting like that, we want to practice until it's bulletproof. We want to do that over and over again until we could do it with our eyes shut. We want to make sure that it's almost like when we take a step somewhere, when we breathe in, it doesn't feel like something we need to think about. Because think, if you needed to breathe, or if you needed to think about breathing, you'd be walking around all day going, breathe, 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 breathe. No, we don't want that. We want to look at our neck, and we want to just be able to place our hands there. We want to have our eyes closed and be able to place our hands there. We want to be able to have our fingers on other chords and then quickly be able to place our hands back to that E major chord. So again, I'm going to put on one of these sides, probably over here, I'm not sure, the diagram back up. And your challenge this week, my challenge to you, is to practice that until it's bulletproof. Until you no longer have to look and go, okay, is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Until you go, Eric, I got you. Here's an E major chord. Oh, you want me to put my hand all up here? You want me to move my hand all out and around? Oh, I put it right back. Oh, I put it right back. I know you can do this. So let's practice. Again, pointer finger, first fret, G string, second finger, second fret, A string, third finger, second fret, D string. Now let's practice that rhythm that we installed in our hands in the previous lesson. Now, if you want a reminder of how that looks, just hop back to video 1 and watch that part over again. I'll play it again here for you. I'll play it first, and then I want to play it with you. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this time, let's play it together. I want you to be holding your guitar. I want you to have the neck in your hand, and I want you to find that chord position right there. I'll give you a second to do that. You got it? Okay, here we go. Let's do this together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a little bit of time each day. It doesn't have to be a lot, but practice until it's bulletproof. That's the takeaway that I want to leave you with this. With each new lesson, I'm going to build on the one that came before, and that one is going to build on all the ones that came before that. The best thing that you can do for yourself is make that bulletproof. Because the most fun part of this, and I know that some of the practicing part is not so much fun, but the most fun part of it is when you start to see the progress you made because of the effort that you put in. Because I hope you know, I'm proud of you each and every day for so many different reasons. But more than anything, I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel proud of yourself. I love you each and every day, buddy, and I'm proud to be your stepdad. Let's practice this till it's bulletproof. One more time, and then we'll wrap up the video. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love you, buddy. Proud to be your stepdad. Talk soon.